Wade 2 feet in water, and I could tell, wow, we really did lose everything.
Developing now, picking up the pieces. Tonight, as those raging floodwaters in southwest Washington recede, we're getting a clearer look at the widespread damage left behind. Tonight, entire communities are left with the scars of surging floodwater from last week's heavy rain.
A lot of people are now facing the rough task of picking up what's left of their belongings. The cleanup effort is underway in places like Lewis, Thurston, and Grays Harbor counties after widespread flooding really did a number on homes and businesses. KOMO's Nick Popham is live in Centralia with a look at some of the destruction there. Nick?
Well, guys, it's been difficult to take a look at just so much devastation that's happened in this area. When we were here Saturday, the field behind me here was a complete lake since we're right next to the Chehalis River. The water has subsided, but there's still bits and pieces of water left here. And that's the same situation throughout many parts of this area. And folks are picking up the pieces, but this rebuilding process is going to take some time.
Take a deep breath, you guys, and here we go.
Tricia Zeese's faith is strong. Even after the executive director of the Lewis County Gospel Mission posted this video on Facebook showing what happened to her building.
I was Wade 2 feet in water, and I could tell, wow, we really did lose everything.
That was in the thick of that awful flooding that covered places like the Gospel Mission in Chehalis until Sunday. It wasn't until then that the water left, and you could see the extent of the damage.
This is all we have left.
Some clothes are salvageable, but appliances, food, and other parts of the mission are a total loss.
It's kind of overwhelming, but I just take it day by day.
Which is how many around the area are handling the aftermath of this flooding.
We don't pick it up, somebody's going to have to pick it up down the road somewhere.
Stephen Gens lives near Rochester and has been working to clean up the trash that the water brought onto his street and property.
It's garbage, I mean, it flows from upstream all over the place. So, I mean, it's everywhere. I really didn't think it was going to come up that high.
But what's not surprising for Gens and Zeese is the help they've received from others and how their area is responding to the event.
As soon as I posted a video on Facebook, my phone has just been on fire with people contacting me. How can we help? How could our church help? It's just been amazing, the outpour from the community.
An outpouring that strengthens Zeese's faith even more.
And I'm really excited because I know that God is faithful, and I know we're going to be rebuilt, and if not the same, better.
Officers found the truck that crashed into the Snoqualmie River this weekend, but they're still working to find a mother and her 8-year-old son. The man who was driving escaped with another child and now faces DUI charges. KOMO's Tammy Mutas is live in Falls City, where the search will continue at daylight. Tammy?
Yeah, Mary, and tonight I talked to the family and friends who know them, and words cannot describe how devastated they are, and they're just not ready to talk to anybody tonight. But right now you can see state troopers are here guarding the scene where search teams found the pickup truck. It's right past those bushes and that sign you see there behind the car, and that pickup truck, we're told, is submerged 15 feet underwater, and they'll be here guarding the spot through the night. A gut-wrenching search for a mother and little boy in the Snoqualmie River is heading towards closure.
We know it's an important piece to bring closure for the family.
First responders say they recovered the pickup truck the mom and 8-year-old boy were riding in before it rolled into the river early Sunday morning. The frigid and high water preventing divers from seeing if they're still inside the truck.
Unfortunately, because the river is very high and we've had all this runoff from the snow, it's been really murky and really dangerous.
State troopers say a family of 4 was inside the truck along State Route 202. The 35-year-old husband was behind the wheel. Detectives say when he tried to make a left turn, he lost control of the truck and it tumbled into the river. Deputies say the dad and an 8-month-old baby girl escaped, but the mom and little boy were swept away.
It's a very tragic accident, and we really hope that we can find them.
Troopers say the dad now faces DUI charges, but if they recover the bodies, troopers are recommending vehicular homicide charges. But first, they need to get to the mom and child.
We know that's an important but again solemn milestone in this case. We're now going to go to that next chapter. We're going to see if those lost loved ones are inside and then begin that recovery.
Anytime now, a Supreme Court decision could come down on the COVID-19 vaccination mandate. The High Court is deciding whether OSHA has the legal authority to enforce President Biden's order. If approved, it would require employers with 100 or more workers to get either vaccinated or undergo weekly testing. KOMO's Michelle Esteban joins us live from North Seattle at one of those businesses that's watching and waiting. Michelle?
Yeah, a lot of them are, Eric. In fact, one group closely watching this is the Washington Retail Association. They're telling me that they're hearing a decision will come down on Thursday. We'll see if that happens. But as you know, the mandate was supposed to take effect today until it hit legal hurdles. The Washington Retail Association, though, telling retailers all across our state, even right here, don't wait, be ready. And as you guys know, a lot of businesses are already doing that. Here at Portage Bay Cafe, home of 125 employees.
At this point, we're just rolling with the punches, you know. We've survived this much, you know.
They believe they survived in part by mandating their employees get vaccinated, a decision they made back in November.
So we're really happy. At this point, all 4 of our stores have all of our employees are vaccinated.
And co-owner Amy Fairgunner thinks it's kept employees on the clock despite the contagious Omicron strain.
I certainly hope that the decision goes in a way that keeps the mandate.
And she thinks if the Supreme Court determines OSHA has the legal authority to force businesses with 100 employees or more to mandate a vaccine for its workers or require weekly testing, it'll also even the playing field.
It's frustrating because we generally feel that the more people that are working outside the lines, they're contributing to the length of this, of this pandemic.
And this has been such a challenging time for the retail industry.
The Washington Retail Association is encouraging retailers statewide not to wait on the Supreme Court ruling, but to act now, be ready today. If approved, those who fail to comply could face hefty fines.
Well, what we don't want is our retailers just not prepared.
We reached out to some of the bigger employers too. Notably, Boeing suspended its vaccination requirement after pushback. Starbucks encourages vaccinations by February 9th. Microsoft and Expedia have a vaccine requirement.
We want folks to be ready. We want those companies to be ready.
Hi, everyone. I'm Preston Phillips from KOMO News. Thanks for checking out the KOMO YouTube channel. You can see more of our videos right here by clicking on the video links for more news from the Seattle area and Western Washington. Oh, and don't forget to click the subscribe button below so you don't miss our YouTube updates.